Hey, howdy, hey everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald version. And last time, we managed to defeat the champion of the Elite Four, and we're back here in Little Root Town. And as soon as you go downstairs, there's going to be an event that occurs. So yeah, we got Mom and Dad chilling at the kitchen table. Hey, it's Cody. It's been a while since I saw you, but you look stronger somehow. That's the impression I get, but your old man hasn't given up yet. Oh yes, I have something for you. This came for you from someone named Mr. Briny. You get the SS ticket. Okay. A ticket for a ferry. If I recall, there are ferry ports in Slateport and Lilycove. I'd better get back to the Peterborough gym. Mom, thanks for looking out after the house while I'm away. That dad of yours, he comes home for the first time in a while, but all he talks about is Pokemon. He should relax and stay a little longer. And oh yeah, the TV's flashing. Is that breaking news story? And if we check it out, we bring you this emergency news flash. In various Hoenn locations. Locales, there have been reports of a bzz-colored Pokemon in flight. The identity of this Pokemon is currently unknown. We now return to you to the regular movie program. Cody, did you catch that? What color did the announcer say the Pokemon was? And yeah, so this will decide in Emerald, in Ruby and Sapphire. I believe in Ruby you get Latios, and Sapphire you get Latias. I want to say they switched the colors, but I could be wrong on that. But in Emerald you actually get to decide which one you get. So, you know, if you want to do the decks like I'm planning to, you could just get one of the other versions and correlate your choice to this. But we're actually going to choose red because I do have some very special things to show off in this Let's Play of me completing the Gen 3 Pokédex that I want to show off, of course, because it's some pretty cool stuff that's, you know, it's got a lot of buzz in the community right now, but it was thought to be lost for a good bit. But we're going to go ahead and say it was red, so that way it sets up an event later on in the game that we get the blue Pokemon. Well, isn't that something? There are still unknown Pokemon. And yeah, and then after this, we're gonna step outside. And I actually needed to boot up my Emerald because I need to get Swampert off of here so I can get it up to Gen 5 to complete my my Pokédex, my National Dex on Gen 5. But anyways, Mr. Birch, or Professor Birch. Well, Cody, that was good work out there. I knew there was something special when I first saw you, but I never expected this. Oh yes, do you still have the Pokédex I gave you? I have something to show you. Let's go to my lab. Now, Cody and May, I've had the two of you help me study Pokemon. Thanks to your help, new facts are coming to light. It appears that in the Hoenn region there are also Pokemon from other regions. It goes to show how rich and varied the natural environments of Hoenn happen to be. That's why I think it's necessary for me to upgrade your Pokédex to the National Mode. Here, let me see your Pokédex units. And yeah, you actually get a surprise if you complete the Hoenn National Dex, and that is the Johto starters. I don't believe we'll be able to do that on camera. If we do, it'll be a while, because we get the Johto starters from other games we'll be playing on the channel as well, so we don't have to, you know, complete the Hoenn Dex 3 different times. But anyways, it's so cool that even my Pokédex is getting updated. It's because you went out and caught so many Pokemon, Cody. Okay, all done. And our Pokédex was upgraded to the National Mode. But listen, you've become the champion, but your Pokemon journey isn't over. There is no end to the road that is Pokemon. Somewhere, there's a grassy patch that's waiting for you. And yeah, okay, Professor Birch, that's one way to sum it up. But yeah, like I was saying, I wanted to make sure we got that news flash event out the way. Scott! Oh yeah, Scott, this could be a very important phone call. Hi Cody, it's me, Scott. I'm aboard the SS title now. It feels great to be on the sea. By the way, there's this place that I'd like to invite you for a visit. If you're interested, board a ferry either Lilycove or Slateport. I'll fill you in the details when we meet. I'll be waiting. And yes, that's inviting us to some more of the post-game that's of course opening up as soon as we come downstairs from winning against the Elite Four. Do I still have Fly? Because yeah, like I said, I am interested in going and picking up my Swampert so I can breed it in Pokemon White to complete the National Dex there. Hey, howdy everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. And we're picking up here in Slateport City,
I have Absol on the team now, but look who we've traded over from Leaf Green, our Charizard. And yes, the animation, the moving sprites in Emerald. Look at that Charizard. It's so majestic, dude. Charizard is so good. And then we have our Sceptile, of course, as well. But I do want to try something before we head. I don't think we've been to the Battle Frontier yet. I recorded a post-game video a long time ago just so I could play the game a little bit. But I do have a copy of Ruby that had the Eon Ticket that I caught Latias in, because you get Latios in that game, the blue one, the one that everyone wants. I got a Quirky Nature one or something. It's not that great. Probably has like good IVs. But anyways, we're gonna try and record mixing to get the ticket on Emerald. I heard that's a thing you can do, so let's see what I can do. I've got my little SP down here connected to my GameCube Game Boy player. Let's see. Would you like to mix records? Record corner. Yes, there we go. And then on my Ruby, it's showing me just mix records, so we'll do that. I have 80 hours in Emerald, 36 hours in this Ruby save file, which is a really fun team I made. I think I started with Sceptile, and then I had the Fossil. I'll have to do the Emerald was such a good one. Alright, start link with 2 players, A button confirm. Please enter. Alright, so we are in the press room now. Let's see. I don't think it matters who sits where, but we'll sit there on Ruby and this one on Emerald. Mixing records. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. I actually want to kind of document the audio. That's what my bad. I'm just very excited to do this. Like I said, I spent about an hour and a half earlier trying to fix my R4 cartridge to do this anyway. Sent over an Eon Ticket. Look at that. We got the Eon Ticket. That is sick. So, now we can simply just leave. And that is awesome. We got an Eon Ticket from Pokemon Ruby, dude. The link will be terminated. Is that okay? Yes. Terminating a link. You will be escorted out of the room. Please wait. I hate how slow it is, but it's so, dude, it's so cool. I am smiling ear to ear right now, dude. Let me go and save my Ruby as well, real quick, and we'll take a look at that Eon Ticket I just traded over through record mixing. That is awesome! I heard that such a long time ago on a Pokemon Facts video. It's like, oh, if you have a copy of this game and you mix records, you unlock the Eon Ticket in Emerald. And look at that! We can go to the Southern Island now, and like I said, I did pick the red Pokemon on the TV when we beat the Elite Four and came downstairs. That's the stuff I filmed like 3 years ago almost, or 2 years ago now. So let's go put Braylon up front, and I do want to see how that interaction's gonna work out. I'm very excited if you can't tell. But yeah, because I am gonna hunt for a good Latios, so it probably won't be the first one I get won't be the one to keep. But let's go ahead and head down to the shipyard, shall we? My bad. Here's the actual building we're looking for. Let me drop a save, though, just before anything gets too crazy in case we want to turn tail or run back. But yeah, we should be able just to board this. I'm not sure if we have to go to the Battle Frontier first or not. May I see your ticket? Flash the ticket. That's all you need. Where would you like to go? Lilycove City. Okay, let's see. Someone else I'm supposed to talk to? No, this is post-game. Well, hi Cody. Cody, something's come up, so I have to disembark, but I am glad to see you. Congratulations, League Champion. There's a place I'd like to invite someone like you. It's the Battle Frontier. What's the place like? You'll understand when you see it. I've spoken with the ship's captain about this. The next time you take a ferry, you should be able to set sail to the Battle Frontier. Okay, Cody, I'll be waiting for you at the Battle Frontier. And okay, but it's just like a case of if we leave this thing, you know what I mean? We can't ever do it again, because I hate that stuff, and I did not bring a good team for that. I brought Charizard and Sceptile, which Sceptile needs to hit 50 anyway, but yeah, I was just going to go catch it, or, you know, do a little run-through of it. Well, let's see. We'll run through this voyage here. Oh, this is a double battle?
I feel a little silly, but we'll show you our lovey-dovey power.
Alright, and as you saw, we got TM49 from the room to our right there, but, yes, welcome aboard, Cody! They made me honorary captain of the SS title. You can call me Captain Bryony now. You know, I retired once before, but when I saw this majestic ship, let me just say, it stirred my sleeping soul as a sailor. So we have Captain, Bryony, and Pico now. How nice to see them get a very nice ending there. But let's go on. Oh, I did not heal subtime. Alright, and there's another sailor running. They're very quick. Can I outdo him? And we find the leftovers. Very nice. I think Melodic would enjoy holding those. Are we healed? Yeah, I would say enough. This is the bottom of the ship's hull. There's plenty of room. It'll be alright for a Pokemon battle. We hope you enjoy your voyage on our ferry. Alright, so I guess it's over. We beat everybody. We came upstairs. It'll be some time before we make land, I reckon. You can rest up in your cabin if you like. Your cabin's number 2. The bed there is soft and plushy. I can attest to how comfy it is. So he's been sleeping in my room. Cool. Let's go ahead and take a nap then. Just like in Hard Gold Soul Silver. To end this voyage. We made it to land in Lilycove City. Thank you for sailing with us. And yeah, we got the leftovers. We got Snatch. I don't believe there's anything else up here. Let me double check. And leftovers. We've arrived! And yeah, we are now in Lilycove City. However, let me go ahead and save here, so I really hope the game audio isn't tweaked out. I know during the Emerald series, there is like 3 or 4 episodes where there's like no game audio, so my bad. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk to her. Ferry to Slateport is... Oh, that pass! Aye, mate! Are you the one who brought that mighty odd pass? I'll tell ya, you're trying to reach a tiny spit of island far in the south. There's no telling what we'll encounter once we're there, aye. That shivers me timbers. All aboard! And okay, so we can't even go to the Battle Frontier until we, mess with this Latios. We're on Southern Island. Well, I kind of spoiled what it is, I guess, but yeah, we're on the Southern Island. We can't leave until we've done our business here. So let's go ahead and put our Braylon up front. One of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Does it have False Swipe? No. It just has Stun Spore. Yikes. Do I have the HM for False Swipe anywhere? I don't. But once we interact with this rock right here, Latios will show himself and just start the battle with us. So if you'd like to shiny hunt, you can save beforehand. Like I said, I'm kind of locked in right now, so I'll probably try to get a decent nature one and go from there, really. Luster Purge off the gate, that's crazy. I am fighting type. Hold on, I didn't think about this all the way. Oh no, wait, Braylon, no! Braylon! We do have Flygon. We'll try to get some Dragon Breath. Maybe we'll get Paralysis off of that, ideally. But yeah. Oh, first one. Very nice. Hopefully we can make out. Recover, Luster Purge. I'm trying to keep track of what moves it has, because I've only ever done the Latias version, because again, you catch Latios and Ruby as your roamers, so, you know, kind of a new experience and all. I guess we'll try to weaken it some more. I did paralyze there. I don't want to get any debuffs with Crunch, though. That is key. I would prefer just to... Actually, never mind. Because of how it's going right now with this recover spam, I do hope it gets a debuff to something. Lesser Purge. How much is that going to do to Flygon? Flygon's a pretty loyal servant of mine, so... Oh. Special defense fell. Okay. Another crunch. Alright, it's pretty low. He's using Psychic. Will we live? No, we won't. But we did get it paralyzed, and it's pretty low health. Who could stand up to this thing? Milotic, you're pretty bulky, right? And we have Ice Beam if needed, so that's nice too. I guess we'll just start chucking Ultra Balls. And I only have... Oh, I was about to say, I was like, I only have one Ultra Ball. But no. Let's see, first ball, let's go. Because probably I'm going to keep it anyways, the crazy part. I hate to say it. Dragon Dance. Dragon Dance, Psychic, Luster Purge, and Recover. It's a very interesting moveset, I'll say the least. Oh, Milotic already has Leftovers equipped. So we have another pair, just like in Fire Red, Leaf Green. That's very nice, I guess. Alright, and I do believe Absol walls all of the Psychic moves, so if we can't use anything against them, Luster Purge and Psychic will have no effect. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I believe it can only now use Dragon Dance and Recover. Alright, and I'm finally back. I took maybe 2 hours to hunt this. It's a naive nature, which isn't great. It's minus special defense plus speed. But I used an IV calculator, and it said apparently the speed on this is like 12 to 13, which is not good, and the special defense is like non-existent, like 3 maybe max. So it's a glass cannon, because the special attack is 28 to 29, it's 30 to 31 in HP, and it also had really good attack and defense. The only thing that sucked was speed and defense, but the speed was workable. It said at least, I did like a little, I did a little bit of research, and maybe the speed is doable for like a casual thing, so, you know, we'll see. But it's usable. I don't really feel like grinding forever, or RNG manipulating for a modded or timid one, or a modest or timid one. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. That one's like really good IV'd. So now we can finally take the ferry elsewhere. I think we could have also just left the island and returned to Lilycove. I'm not sure how that interaction would have worked, but I did notice that option. But I was like, nah, I do want to catch the Latios before I give up and just not come back to it. But flash the ticket, that's all you need. Where would you like to go? And we will go to the Battle Frontier. If you can't tell, I'm a bit tired. It's like 1 a.m. right now. I've recorded like every single Leaf Green video that I needed to, and a ton of work with Emerald. And here we are at the Battle Frontier. So let's go to enter it.
Is it your first time? Please step this way. The front lines of Pokemon battling. Welcome to the Battle Frontier. For a first-time visitor, we issued the Frontier Pass. It's for use at all the facilities in the Battle Frontier. Here you are.
And we get the Frontier Pass. Very nice.
We hope you enjoy all the Battle Frontier has to offer.
Well, if it isn't Cody, you came out here.
Oh, Mr. Scott, sir. Good day to see you, sir.
It's great to see you here. It really is. I hope you take your time and explore everywhere. Naturally, I hope you'll also experience the pure essence of battling. I also have my quarters here, so feel free to see them, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and try to enter the Battle Frontier. So this is pretty cool, pretty awesome. There's a lot of trumpets, as how it is known for. But, you know, the soundtrack is really good. This is the Pike Palace or something? I've never done all this stuff. Battle Pike. This one has like random battles or something. Apparently my Latios would not be good for that, but whatever. Let me go ahead and try to find the main facility, because there is something neat there we could do. Are you the Ivy Judge? No. I might have to... do some research on the IV checker. Because I thought for sure I'm getting mixed up with Soul Silver. That's what it is. I'm getting it Soul Silver confused. Let me look up what it is in this game. Alright, here's the Pokemon Center. Apparently, the judge is in the house above this. Who could it be? For 7 years I've raised Pokemon. If you ever become season me, you'll see the abilities of Pokemon at a glance. Your trainer. Here, let's have a look at your Pokemon. Yes, check out my Latios. Huh, this one overall I would say is quite impressive in ability. Okay. I don't know his responses. Hold on. Alright, so he does say outstanding HP, so I guess it is the chosen almost 5 IV Latios, naive nature with terrible special defense. But like I said, we will be inclined to keep it. But that's the Battle Frontier unlocked. That's Latios captured. That's the Latias roaming legendary event started. And it is also recommended to have used the Eon Ticket because I believe the roaming legendaries just have terrible stats overall. I could be wrong, but yeah. So we're gonna end it here. As always, guys, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. Share it out with your friends if you think they'd also enjoy some of the content. And as always, I have been CowboyFitz here with you today, and I will see you all next time. Later.